Hey everybody, back at you with a Pennsylvania Dutch word of the week, and this week I bring you the verb fattgeh. Fattgeh. Fattgeh means to depart or to leave. Now, this is also a special kind of verb. It is what's known as a separable prefix verb, meaning in the present tense, it actually breaks apart and flips. And I'll show you what I mean by this in the example sentence. And it splits between the T and the G, fattgeh, or fattgeh. I have to think about, I'm reversing the camera lens, but it breaks apart there and then it does what we call splits and flips. Now, fattgeh means to depart. Now, real quick grammar lesson. I'm going to show you two sentences because it shows you how this verb works depending on the type of sentence that it's in. If you've seen any of my other videos on separable prefix verbs, you'll know that this is the case. Let's look at fattgeh, to depart. In the first sentence, it's all the way at the end, as you can see, because in this sentence there is what's known as a modal auxiliary. That's the solle. Vielleicht sollen wir fattgehen. Vielleicht sollen wir fattgehen. Maybe we should leave, or maybe we should depart. Maybe the party's not going well. Maybe there was a big blow up. Maybe it's time to get out. Vielleicht sollen wir fattgehen. The verb fattgehen goes all the way to the end. This is something that Pennsylvania Dutch does that English doesn't. In English, real quick grammar lesson. In English, the modal, should, and the verb, to depart, stay together. Maybe we should leave. They stay together. But in Pennsylvania Dutch and in Standard German, if you studied any German, you know this to be the case too. When you have one of these modal auxiliaries, the verb goes all the way to the end of the sentence. It's almost like Yoda speaking. Maybe should we leave? Maybe should we depart? It's different. That's why it's at the end. And notice it's not broken apart because when the verb's at the end, it stays together. That's the rule. Now, I gave you a second example to show you how this works if there is no modal auxiliary. Der Bus geht 8 Watt. Der Bus geht 8 Watt. Here is where it is breaking apart and it's flipping. Notice that the Watt goes to the end. So, literally, the bus departs, or is departing, at 8 o'clock. But notice how the verb no longer is together. It is now broken apart and flipped. I have a video on the YouTube channel, I'll link it down below, that goes more into depth about how separable prefix verbs work. Because if you're serious about learning Pennsylvania Dutch, there's a lot of verbs that do this in Pennsylvania Dutch. It's not just one or two. There's a lot of verbs that do this. So you have to learn how they work in order to use. But once you learn those rules, you can use any of the separable prefix verbs because they all follow the same rules, and these rules never get broken. That's what's really nice. You learn the rule, it's always in place and always at play, okay? So, fattgeh, to depart or to leave. Build it into your vocabulary. Keep practicing your Pennsylvania Dutch. Until next time, Schwätz Deutsch und mach's gut.